Well, since that time change, I'm doing this with a lot more sunlight, and I don't have to turn on my light. Still, I'm wearing all black, so it's still a little dark, but I think I can be seen on this. So, do I have a movie for the viewers of this upload? I don't know why I did my head like that. The name of the movie is A Place Beyond the Pines. I think it's The Place Beyond the Pines. No, it's The Place Beyond the Pines, not A Place. It's The Place Beyond the Pines. So, I'm gonna have to just blurt out. I definitely took notes on this one. Well, not notes, but I definitely wrote down the names. Uh, Ryan Gosling, Eva Mendes, Bradley Cooper. The rest aren't as notable as those three. Well, Eva Mendes is really that all that notable. I think the two biggest names are probably Ryan Gosling and Bradley Cooper. Um, let's start with the lesser names. Oh, Ray Liotta's in here. Goodfellas from Goodfellas fame. Come on, man. Goodfellas fame. Ray Liotta. Jesus, he makes an appearance in here. There's I can't say this guy's name. I'm gonna butcher it. But he was the father figure in Moonlight, and he played in the Green Book. I just can't say the brother's name. I'm not even gonna try and butcher it. And then you have her first name is Rose. Rose. She played in. I should do a lot better with names, but I can't say names to save my life. I should do a lot more work on trying to say names, but I just don't. I can't do it for the life of me. If somebody doesn't say the name to me first, then I will never be able to say it. But she's one of the one of the more real well rounded actors or actresses. If you couldn't tell, I think I might have a speech impediment. She's one of the more well rounded actresses uh, out there today. She played in Bridesmaids. Move the note so you see. I'm trying to remember this from my head, not from a note. She played in Bridesmaids. Yeah, I can't remember. Oh, and Neighbors, which was a funny movie. These are Neighbors kind of a I think Neighbor was kind of created as like a passion project or something like that, and then it was like it has to it like it kind of like it's kind of like the missing puzzle or missing piece to a puzzle anyway for it to be like a cult classic. But I don't think it was necessarily it wasn't made with the same. I don't think it was made with that same thought in mind. But that's a whole nother thing. So so this follows. It's like a two or three part movie. That's why the runtime was like it's like 220. It was like 2 hours and 20 minutes. Which once you get past it, once you get through the first, once you're like sitting through the first part with Ryan Gosling and Eva Mendes, and I don't know if should I ruin it? Would I spoil it by saying giving all the juicy details? No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna give all the juicy details because I think this movie, this is I don't know what I said about the last movie. I think Kingpin last for a spotlight, but I'm doing this movie for a spotlight. Every movie that I do a uploaded spotlight review on, I think deserves a watch. So I'm not going to spoil it to my best abilities. I'm going to try not to spoil the movie. But uh, once you're sitting through the beginning part and you're kind of happy that it does a transition. You're kind of happy that you you get you get I was gonna say closure, but it's not closure. You kind of happy that what happens happens. At least I was. I was like, okay, cool. Now I want to see how the characters' individual arcs are going to continue from this moment after this event. And of course, man, to tell you the truth, it's so. I don't think I could really tell you how brilliant this one moment is without ruining the movie. But I'm not gonna say it because I'm really struggling not to spoil the movie. I think it's worth a watch, not just based on the people who are starring in the movie, but based on the structure of it. My one thing I will get to a basic overview in a minute, but I want to say the one thing that really I was struggling with is the use of music. Now, every song that was used for each particular scene fit the scene perfectly. Well, fit the scene. I won't say perfectly, but it fit the scene. And the thing was, I feel like, well, less is more in many situations, and this is one of those situations. But it's crazy because, at least in my head, it's crazy because I feel like even though less is more, and I feel like that should be like key in making a movie. The songs just fit the scene so well. So it's like, well, do you eliminate the song just because I want I wanted this crazy rule to like be followed or something like that? I just think you get a little overwhelmed with so much music. It's not a lot like in American Graffiti or something like that, where it's just like song after song after song after song. We know what, I take it back. The thing about American Graffiti in this movie is not only is the subject matter completely different, but they were just throwing out all the hits of that particular time frame, which is good. I mean, you can't really lose when you throw out all the hits. And in this movie, they picked from like popular songs, not necessarily of that time frame, but they picked from popular songs, not so popular songs, and like a traditional movie score where there's like instruments and things of that. But I think they all fit each scene. I feel like you may. I can't believe I'm going to say this. I just feel like you may get overwhelmed with the amount of music that you're like you kind of like bombarded with it along with. It's just that music is so powerful in itself that it helps to cultivate like deep emotions, and then you're throwing it in there. It's kind of like an overload, at least in my opinion. But anyway, let me try and give an overview of the movie. So it follows Ryan Gosling, his character. He's a carny basically, or traveling like bizarre show or something like that. And he's playing a role kind of like he starts off. I don't like the character when he starts off because he starts off kind of like classic bad boy in Hollywood. He has a cigarette in his mouth. Oh my God, he's got tattoos, leather coat, he's riding a motorcycle. Oh my God, he's such a bad boy. Blonde hair, all that jazz. But then he starts, and then he, of course, then starts to put his charm and his acting abilities start to shine through this character, no matter the lines that he's been given or the idea that's been placed in his head to create this character. He kind of, I feel like he surpasses that. He's that talented of an actor. There's just little instances when he's doing certain things, the cracking of his voice, the fact that he would be vomiting after doing something that's such an adrenaline rush. Um, and this friend that he meets, I know the actor's first name is Ben, but I'm not even going to try and say his last. It's not even a hard last name. We're just not going to try to say it. But the one thing you can say that would be bad about his character is he has no backstory. But that plays into the movie so well because he pops up like a mystery man. Like, who is this character? Where does he come from? But you're automatically thrown into there like he's been there the whole time, even though he just appeared and he starts doing things. Boom, 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 boom. So, but Ryan Gosling's character gets Eva Mendes pregnant. Eva Mendes decides not to tell him that she has a baby for obvious reasons. He's basically in a circus, so he's just like traveling around city to city, getting a paycheck. I don't know what that life is like, but he doesn't have any roots and she sees that's not good for a child. But of course, he finds out. Um, I'm gonna say the guy's last name Ali. He was in Moonlight and Green Book. That guy. He swoops in with a cape and saves Eva's character, and decides to take care of the child and her. Trying to think. But of course, they butt heads. Ryan Gosling's character, he brings out a lot of emotion. They don't speak on his past, but apparently there's a lot of built up anger in him. He winds up. I'm going to give you this. He winds up assaulting Mr. Ali's character. Of course, there's a restraining order, and then some more events happen. And then Bradley Cooper comes in at this point. He plays a police officer. I'm going to say this: there is a chase. Um, I'm going to leave it at that because I don't want to give too much away. Um, and then you start to follow Bradley Cooper, and then it's a time. It's his time. It's his time to shine. Once the light is taken off Ryan Gosling, the light is immediately shined on Bradley Cooper. All the time, Eva Mendes and this Mr. Ali, they're in the background, still doing their part. You understand what I'm saying? So nobody's slacking on this film. That's what I'm saying. No actor is slacking in this film. So as the light shining on Bradley Cooper, you get thrown into this world of just like crooked, crookedness and, and uncertainty and evil. And Ray Liotta pops his head out. What? You're like Ray Liotta? No way. That's what I thought. He comes in. He comes in. I don't even know what a good terminology for baseball would be. He comes in batting 5,000 or something. He comes in slam dunk, and I don't know. He comes in. I don't even know, man. He comes in and just he doesn't steal a show. I won't say that. He comes in and plays his part very well, and then that whole situation gets taken care of. All the while, Bradley Cooper is still acting his butt off, and so coincidentally, Ryan Gosling's character and Eva Mendes have a child. It's 2 years old. Bradley Cooper has a child with this Rose girl that was in Neighbors and Bridesmaid. I think she was a really skinny one. Um, they have a child, both the same age, both boys. The movie cuts, goes fades to black, and then letters come up, or like not even a sentence comes up. 15 years later, they're both 17 now. When they both wind up at the same school. So what's going to happen here? But those two actors come in. I didn't get the kid who plays Bradley Cooper's son. I didn't get his name. I just didn't look for it. Sorry, brother. Because I didn't see him in anything else. I've seen even Mendes' son. His name is Daniel Hanna. Daniel Hanna, I think is his name. Oh, I feel so bad because I don't think I said that right. But I've seen him in another smaller film called A Cure for Wellness. He just has a look to him, uh, which can add to a film. Believe it or not, I think he's got some. I think he's got a future. I should say that. But those two go at it, and then it's like this is the movie of I don't know how to put this. This is the movie of duos, because it seems like it starts out with two good actors, then it moves on to two good actors and like a guest appearance by another decent actor, and then it moves on to two good actors, and then it moves on to another two actors, and now it's moving on to these two kids who are really good actors, and you're really getting. That's why I think the music kind of takes it over the top because it's just so much. The setting is great. The 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 language the language between the characters is great. The actors are doing a great job in this movie. But then it all comes to an end, and thankfully it comes to an end it doesn't come to a like it doesn't come to like a I don't know how to put this. It doesn't come to like oh it should have happened like that. You don't. At least I didn't want it to go all the way. I never want that to happen in the movie because it's at the end of the day it's all made for entertainment and it's fiction based. I believe it may be coming from a real place. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like it's all fiction based, and I never like to see uh, characters get killed. I never like to see that because it's like if it was fiction the whole time, I just don't like to see it. Sometimes it's necessary to complete a movie. I understand that, but I never like to see it. And I like how it ended. It ended with this Daniel, his character. This is Eva Mendes and Maragon's son. It ended with him just you know basically going off in the breeze and trying to connect with his dead father. Which, again, it's a great. That's what makes this movie so great. Because not only do you have great actors, but the subject at hand is dealt with very well. It's not just all hobbled together. It's like you're hit, boom, 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 boom. It's like you're hit with all these situations back to back. And now there may be it's not 100% perfect. There is some instances where you say, "Oh, that's a little overacted," but I think overall it's a good movie and it deserves a watch because how badly I butchered these actors' names and actresses' names. That alone should warrant a viewing from somebody, some other people. That's why I decided to give this movie a spotlight. So I'm off for a couple of days and then I'll be back. Normal reviews.